My name's Dave Benhoff, and I wanted to do a little testimonial for an amazing guy that I've recently come in contact with. I guess it's only been a few months now, but his name is Dr. Antoine Chevalier. And just to give you a little history of myself, I retired from the Marines after 26 years total active in reserve. Have been in a lot of pain for decades now, probably 2 decades. A lot of that was from the service. I've had other things happen that played into that too, such as I had a car accident where I went through the dashboard, actually made a little hole where my head impacted. Body surfing one time, I was slammed down into the hard-packed beach underneath and caused severe pain for several weeks. But I think obviously the huge piece of it is, 20 some years in the Marines and humping the amount of gear around that you do. It's really, when I went in, it wasn't that bad, but over the years, it's increased dramatically with the steel plates inside, the SAPI plates inside the vest. Getting into theater and out, you're carrying all your gear. You've got a couple sea bags, a pack, rifle, pistol, armored computer. I had other gear as well from one of my missions that I was on that added to that, and it takes a toll on your body. It really does. It just everyday wear and tear, not necessarily a traumatic event. So anyway, I have had severe pain in my neck again for quite a while, probably 2 decades, give or take, and middle back and lower back. And the pain in the neck sounds kind of funny, would really be quite debilitating, to the point where I guess it was pinching nerves, and it would feel like somebody's steel hand was just squeezing the back of your head and your neck, and it would go all around the face, and it wears on you. And then the lower back, every day I was in at least 4 or 5 out of 10 pain. In my job, I do a lot of driving. That doesn't help at all. And it got to the point where one of my doctors said I just needed to stop being physical. And my wife would have to go pick up the feed sacks from Tractor Supply. She pretty much did everything. And those of you who lived an active life and are hyperactive, not in the other sense of that word, but it absolutely is a downer. And anyway, so let me get to the real point here. Antoine came out and worked on me with his special techniques, his electroacupuncture, etc. And there's more information you can get from his website. And I don't want to tread too much into that because I really don't understand all of it. But it works. It really works. And he worked on me for several hours one night, into the wee hours of the morning, and then picked up again the next day. And the bottom line, that was a couple weeks ago, and I have no pain in my neck. I have no pain right now. I can move much more freely than I have in years. Things seem to have loosened up. And I hesitate to even go into it as well as it worked, because it sounds too good to be true. And but it did. It has, and it's holding. And I felt obligated to do a little video about this, because he truly is doing some just amazing things. And what's neat too is he does it without any drugs. And in fact, some of the medications I was taking, I've actually started. I couldn't stop them right away because of doctor's instructions. I have to taper off, but I will be off soon of all the meds that I was on too. So I just can't say enough good about it. And I would definitely recommend anybody who's suffering from pain, head injuries, those sort of things, and you think you've been to doctors and you think, well, that's just it. I'm getting old. And that's exactly what I just would tell myself. I'm like, well, all that wear and tear, what do you expect? And you know, you think back to when people said, well, you're going to feel that when you're older, and you're like, oh yeah, I do. But anyway, I had pretty much given up, you know, that I wasn't going to walk anymore. And that's the other thing, I've been able to walk. In fact, part of his guidance after the treatment was to get on the treadmill or get out and walk. And before, I had that terrible sciatic pain that runs down your legs, numbness, and it made it very difficult to walk. And I thought, geez, I'm going to make it worse. So I wasn't walking at all. I was getting no exercise, basically. But I'm really optimistic, unbelievably optimistic for the first time in years and years. And anyway, thank you, Dr. Chevalier, and I hope people look into him and see what he can do for you. Thank you.